Hey everybody. We've been getting a lot of questions about NFTs, and we wanted to add some clarity to this space. For if you're thinking about creating an NFT as a creative, as an athlete or a celebrity, there's something that you should be warned about that we don't think is being talked about enough in the industry. In fact, we think that it's actually kind of being covered up. So just want to make a quick video rather than jumping on the phone with everybody. But go ahead and share this with other creatives that you think might find this of value. We just wanted to share some knowledge and give a fair warning, if you will, to creatives, because we think right now the current system is a little dishonest, and we believe that we need to add some clarity because there's a ticking time bomb, and we feel like we need to let others know that there's a potential out here for harm if you're creating NFTs. So currently, the model in the industry is based on an open blockchain called Ethereum. Ethereum also has cryptocurrency and all that stuff, but most importantly, this is a public blockchain. Public blockchain has a lot of value, right? It has a ton of value. But right now, we feel like this word is a bit misleading because the way that tokenization is currently happening is that people are creating tokens all over the world on different networks, different platforms, different websites, right? But if you look at the technology itself is not flawed. Unfortunately, this falls into some old habits of a way to monetize a new technology or a way to use creativity to enrich others. We're most importantly excited about the opportunity for the creative themselves to figure out how they can have ongoing residuals off of their work, and this system clearly breaks down. Where does it break down? Well, it's not the technology itself that breaks down, because you can have great pieces of technology like your blockchain, your smart contract, and your NFT. Okay, so for those who don't know, the blockchain here is Ethereum. There's different types of blockchains, but right now, the majority of these businesses that are running NFT sites, for the most part, the top 10 are going to actually be on this public blockchain. Okay, so think that here they're taking something public and they're privatizing it. They're chopping it up, and they each want their own cut of business. Okay, so this is kind of like the typical modus operandi for corporate business in the world. We believe that this technology can be applied to a vastly different system and a different way of thinking than they're doing over here. So if you have your blockchain, your smart contract is what actually contains your royalty and your percentages. The NFT, what is being transacted, and does an NFT actually have value, is the hot conversation, because what the NFT is actually not any rights being transferred from the original creator of the NFT to the purchaser. What's being transferred is just kind of a digital copy of that thing. The marketing rights aren't even transferring. So really, I don't know that you can even market your own NFT even if you are in possession of it. Because then you would be marketing the original piece of art, which you do not own the rights to any bit. So we feel that these NFTs that are being created in this system are a bit hollow. Maybe it's a first good use case for a new technology being applied to industry, but we think it's very flawed and very limited in capacity. So what we're thinking about is not building websites to transact hollow NFTs, but we're actually dealing in percentages of ownership and rights. So we actually can take your piece of art and we can monetize it in many different ways. And that monetization is really up to you, because as long as you register your original piece on the blockchain, then you don't even have to know what you're going to do with it right now, but it at least reserves your rights into the future that you are the originator of that piece. So right now, all of these websites will tell you on your first sale, the primary sale, they're going to give you your cut, right? And the cut that is kind of, generally accepted is that you're going to get 80% of that primary sale. That's really great when you consider that in fine art, if you sell a piece in a gallery, they might take 40% or 50% even and leave the rest on the primary sale. This system is really great for primary sales if that's all you're concerned about. But then again, you might as well think that, well, a primary sale is just really selling something. So every sale in the world is essentially a primary sale. To us, the real value of an immutable system is all of the secondary sales, right? And beyond into perpetuity. Although there's some legal and there's some claims in this space that they will give you, your 10% on all secondary sales, what they should be saying, it's a bit misleading because what they should be saying is that they'll give you 10% on all secondary sales that happen on our site. This is being omitted. We're not talking about this. We're not telling creatives when they tokenize over here that all a collector has to do if they want to sever the rights, the royalties, and they want to save whatever 10, 15% that they owe you. All they have to do is move it to a different store, and because it's their personal right, it's like a possession of theirs as a collector. If I bought something at Target, I would have the right to sell that elsewhere, whether it's online or directly to a buyer. So the NFT actually becomes the ownership of the collector and not the ownership of the original creator. The creator keeps the art, the collector gets the NFT. That's great because this system is really set up for the people that buy the NFTs and for the people that run the websites. They're not set up for the people that actually create NFTs. In fact, it actually incentivizes breaking and severing the link between your royalty and the NFT itself. So now when the NFT moves, well, this would be like, Walmart accepting the return and the product and the receipt that I had with Target. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense from a business perspective. And in fact, these businesses don't guarantee it and they can't guarantee it. So right now what they're trying to do is make agreements between each other that they might respect each other's smart contracts. But all the collector has to do is find another site that doesn't respect that original smart contract, and boom, there's an extra 10 or 15% to my sales. Wonderful. If you're the collector, terrible, because you will never see that from a creative's perspective. You're never going to see your residual. So once that thing gets separated, goodbye. So I just wanted to take a really quick moment to explain some basics around this to our friends, to the people that are actually out there trying to create NFTs and thinking that they're going to get ongoing residuals from it. This current system, the way it's set up, is actually misleading when you call it public because it really is being run, as a private enterprise. All of these are private enterprises. So if the entry point and the interaction point from a consumer or from the collector is always through a private organization, well then what's so public about that? We disagree. We think that the wording right now is currently off. So next time we'll go into a little bit more about Medium system, how we solve all of these problems. We have a multi-blockchain solution because we really built our system over the years, launching next month. Unfortunately, this is happening right now. So real people, real friends are it's a ticking time bomb. They're going to soon feel the pain of never getting their residuals. And so we wanted to create a system that actually transacts and can promise those residuals. Because once you can do that, you can build all kinds of layered businesses and industries on top of these smart contracts. So if you're actually exchanging rights for digital use or for physical reproduction or movie rights, things like that, as a creative secures their creativity, they'll always be able to come back to it later, and figure out how they want to monetize it. And once they sell a piece off, they can get an ongoing residual off of the rights that they're selling as well. So we'll explain a little bit in the next one about how we can start layering and how we can start breaking down the old system of the corporate way of thinking about how to organize an industry, and apply new metrics and really a new economy that works for and by the creative community and the people that are really creating uniqueness and newness in the world. That's the whole brand side of a business, and we believe that they're the ones that produce all the value. So we wanted to create a system that actually is set up to give that value back, to those creators in a merit-based pay situation. So lots of fun stuff happening. Really difficult space. I hope that this video helps answer a little bit of questions here, and then we'll follow up with some more answers on the Medium Network and how we're solving this and really building something really quite unique to set the next creative renaissance up for success. All right, take care. Hope you have a great day, and see you later. Bye.